the system.
Hello everybody, this is Percy number 6. Welcome to Blue Minibus Mystery. I do have some unfortunate news. My co-host, Mr. MPS 2002, is not here. However, I have not just one, not two, not four, but 3 great guest hosts with me here today. So while you can't see us, you gotta listen to me, you gotta promise that I am being right. I'm gonna go from my left to right, and unfortunately, the person on my left is...
It's MultiGreenThunder, if I still go by that username at this point.
Well, we'll count it. The next is...
Hi, I'm Garrett, Lego Lover 117, and I never thought I'd be on this podcast, but hey, I'm here now.
You made it, bro!
I'm here now because
Congratulations.
I was in the area, you know?
You know, sometimes it just works out like
Technicalities.
that. Finally, our last guest
You can win on technicalities, I'm just saying.
last
You
guest-
can, trust me.
has more guest appearance on Blue Midwest Mysteries than anybody else. So who are you guys guessing? I think you're right. Our last guest is...
I think they're wrong.
Some of them probably guessed Roman's TWR Empire.
Because I was going to say I'm Roman Seaver Empire.
Fortunately, I know you guys are like, no, not another Roman episode. Fortunately, we do have Ro, which
Row
is-
minus the mun.
Honestly, I think we could pick anybody off the street, and they would be an upgrade from Roman. So
Now that's a fact right there.
now beyond that, our good friend here, Ro, is better than anybody off the street.
Don't quote him on that.
Thank you. Let me start out by saying this. I know we're not even 2 minutes into this video, but I am not sober. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how this episode goes, boys and girls.
That's also probably going to be the title of this episode, I can already tell.
You got a good guess there. So, what brings us to middle of nowhere, Illinois?
You.
Thank you.
It
It was all just to watch you
So,
drunk.
like,
I was the last one to get here. By that point, he was already drinking. I got to see drunk number 6. I'm glad we had met prior, because the first time I'd ever gotten to see person number 6 would have been him drunk off his ass.
Well, I will say this. When Malti got here, I said last and least. And I don't think that's changed. I really don't. I think unless Roman's here and I didn't see him, that hasn't changed, right?
No, I don't think so. I mean,
Okay, good. That's all I need. I need some confirmation. So, wow, we are in the middle of nowhere, Illinois. You know, the funny thing is, like, we are doing this meetup. This is our 3rd year in a row. Henry Crimson 2091 is sleeping, but we'll consider him a part of the group, right? So this is year 3 of this, right? And
he's literally like
Behind us.
like maybe more than a foot. I don't know. I'm not sober.
He's
either,
sleeping
so.
very wholesomely
That's true.
on the couch.
So he's probably like, I don't know, like 5 feet back there.
something like that.
I'm not legally allowed to
math
say my
adds up.
status.
Well, in the state of Illinois, you are, so it's okay. Okay, carry this, because you're the only one that's sober.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. I guess this is my job now. God,
It's bad when It's bad when 3 out of the 4 co-hosts
You know, like-
are not sober.
Yeah.
You know,
So.
we've had episodes like this in the past, but we never admitted it. So
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
Matt's
been
not here for one
confirmed.
episode, and it
So-
goes downhill.
Yeah.
So I'd like to begin this episode by saying, please drink responsibly, my friends, because with great power comes great responsibility.
There's a question I got for you guys. I'm not sure if you guys ever talked about this.
I didn't do it.
Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, what is going to TWR? What is definitively the greatest TWR set in your opinion? Like, have you guys talked about that before? 'Cause I was,
Okay, you must be new because we don't talk about Thomas.
Yeah, they don't talk about Thomas on
this
this show.
podcast.
But
What?
since we have guests, we'll make an exception today.
I mean, I only came out because I was talking about it with Roman. You know, sadly, but
That
you were
guy.
talking to Roman.
That guy.
Okay, you were like
Were you
really.
drunk?
You were not building a case for yourself.
it was Make-A-Wish.
But-
Be kind.
I'm about ready to yank Henry off that couch and put him
But
up.
you know, to make this a conversation podcast, what is the greatest set? And Thomas wouldn't. You know, this feels like a Thomas battles type of a deal, but we'll pretend we're Thomas battles, right?
You know, we're going to talk about TWR for the next 5 minutes, and then we'll just go.
Yeah, we're gonna go on some
topic
completely
random
different.
shit.
Totally different.
So we'll start from my left to my right. So, MultiGreenThunder, do you have a set that
Do you think I had any damn prep time for this?
Okay, well,
Thomas
see.
top 10s. Oh god, I had to
Okay.
spend like 10 minutes trying to spitball whatever I could to
I
come
also
up with
watched
good
your
ideas.
Thomas battles, and you obviously didn't prepare for that.
And yeah, I still did pretty good. But it also was great because you put me up against MPS and Ted, who was like God mode the participant.
So you were basically doomed from the
Yes!
start, is what I'm hearing.
And he just kept bringing out Roy Wilson
Well,
information.
you
Like, how was I going to
Finish
compete with his
bringing bitches.
prototype
Wow.
information? This
Go
was
get another.
set up against me to fail.
Dude.
You
It's
probably
just like how
gotta-
the NFL used to
Tap out.
set up
Tap
Al
out,
Davis
tap
to
out, tap
fail.
That's fair. Okay, let me say this. Like, I've watched, I can't believe, because it's an hour and a half an episode, I've watched that more than once. You really have nothing to stand on. You just didn't prepare. So I will throw you under that bus, and I have no problem doing it.
You see, we're in an actual location, so I can physically harm him if I want to. Do you guys? Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see me kick his ass in the
Okay,
future.
don't listen to him. He's a He's a guest co-host, not a co-host.
Guest co-host.
Did you just
So-
verbally say that you're gonna assault Percy number 6? Because like
I feel like
that's
that's
evidence.
I feel like
Sober Percy number 6 is not gonna like that.
Sober
I feel
no-
like
Ah.
that's against YouTube's terms of service. But I don't
Terms
know.
of service? Well, I would say I hate it, but I did get demonetized 5 times, so I love the terms of service. It's great. It's the greatest thing. I love it.
They're not
Chill
gonna hear this.
out.
They're not gonna hear this shit. Who
Yeah.
They
cares
don't
what
know
you
who
say?
you are.
There they are, because in
You
a
know-
few years they'll be like, so YouTube, I love you, senpai.
Matt and I have talked about this. Like, we nobody makes money from this channel. Lemmy could. Like, that's a possibility. We
You
don't
could
know
pay
if he
Lemmy
does.
for
Hi guys, welcome to Character Gallery, guest starring TWR Community Radio.
But the point is, I have not received my paycheck yet from community radio. So, like, yeah, no rules.
There are.
I
no
never got
rules.
paid.
Yeah, but you didn't do much for the channel.
Fuck
You
you.
had a show that ran
You-
for
you-
10 episodes.
You set it up so well, Multi. Like, what am I supposed to do? Just ignore
I'm gonna
that?
start chucking his beer bottles at him is what I'm gonna do.
You act like I drank a lot this weekend, and you know what? Fair. Okay, like, I can't deny that. But I don't know what the butt is there.
there was. I don't know where you were going with that one, but
Do you guys understand what I deal with on a normal basis this weekend?
He acts like he's the victim, but he's just like on the side. Like, before we record, he's like on his knees begging, like, "Please put me on Blue Millis Mystery, please, please. That's all I live for."
Says Mr. Every year. Oh my god, will you please sing in my anniversary video? I know we only have 2 weeks till it's out, but will you please sing this some random ass musical you've never heard of?
You know,
Please and thank you. I know you don't do Thomas anymore, but please, thank you. Oh, also your Hurricane. Yeah, if you could get him to give me a whole freaking soundtrack, that would be great. Thank you. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Okay, well, let's start with Hurricane, right? Only one song a year. I don't think that's terrible. And, like, I didn't do it last year. That's because you didn't know about what my anniversary was last year. You just thought you were cameoing in my solo review. And you
Yeah,
were
so
wrong.
with that thumbnail, you did a great job on.
Yeah, I worked.
You worked on like a
long
week
time.
for that thumbnail.
I gotta say,
Scarlowi.
like, my Scarlowi review with Lemmy, great guy. Lemmy mastered the lemons. A lot
Shout
better
out
than
to
the
Lemmy.
guy on my left right now, which is MultiGreenThunder. I just don't want to mix them up with the other two people. But, yeah.
Let me.
So how's your life? Like-
He held Thomas top 10s together.
Yeah, it sure wasn't the guy on my left.
No,
So-
it wasn't.
it
So-
wasn't. It
So-
also wasn't the guys on your right either.
I don't know what the viewers on Blue Midwest Mysteries think. Like, do they think this is too much Percy number 6 or too little? So we're gonna go with the too little. Like, how are you guys doing? You guys usually aren't on Blue Midwest Mysteries. How's everybody next to me doing?
I've never been on Blue Midwest Mysteries, so
This is his debut.
this is
Congratulations.
my debut.
I don't know if
I don't know if I'll be back, but
I don't know if this is like what you've been building up for, but like we'll pretend it is, right? I mean, like,
sure. You know what? It's definitely not Home Media Review Season 3 that I keep having to push back because I keep finding new things to cover on the Thomas and Friends version. That totally doesn't make me upset, but
I have more videos I can make YouTube ad revenue off of.
Yeah,
oh,
I
the
know.
humanity.
Yeah, I know. First world problems, right?
Yeah.
My
So-
wallet's so fat, it makes me uncomfortable. It hurts my ass.
So, for our true Blue Midwest Mystery fans, Ro, have you spilled anything on people lately?
Other than myself, spilling tea. Nah, not really. I'm pretty alright.
You're not spilling the tea.
So he's just been spilling the tea, and that's fair. Like, we all gotta spill tea sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
You know, I got
Be sure to
sidelined.
turn into Blue Midwest Mysteries Uncensored and Uncaged.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Where
we
we get-
haven't done that yet, but I can't rule it out.
Never do that. You will be canceled in a heartbeat.
That's a sober
You guys
Percy.
don't want that episode. I think we'd be
That
kicked
is.
off the site
That's a
now.
sober Percy number 6 problem, not a drunk Percy number 6 problem.
But like for me, I got sidelined for a bit, but I'm like, hey coach, put me in, coach. And they said, hey, it's your chance, go in. And I said, hey,
Put 'em
I
in.
love wines, and
Wasn't the
I
last
love
time?
wines.
I love wines.
Wasn't the last time you were part of the show? Weren't you like eating popcorn or something?
McDonald's, get your fucking facts right.
You're right.
Hey, fix your ice cream
I
machine.
apologize. Sober Percy number 6 would have not made that mistake.
And I got McDonald's takeout or delivery, and that was the whole unboxing, and that was the whole premise of that.
You did an
Episode.
unboxing on a McDonald's
So
meal?
guess what? I was the heart and soul of that episode. Let me back in, coach, because I can play.
You did an unboxing on a McDonald's combo meal?
Oh yeah,
Okay, so
and I
question.
got the whole order right.
I applaud that.
That's surprising.
I know.
They usually don't.
I know.
That's a surprise
We were
unboxing.
surprised.
There reminds me a lot of Surprise Inside by Trent King James, which is a great series. I
Okay,
recommend it.
so
Stop
question.
shilling.
Yeah, honestly, like just go.
He's never gonna pay you.
Subscribe to Nolan Space Thunder. It's great. You'll all love
Okay,
it.
so
It's got lots
question.
of Thomas, I promise you.
That's a lie. Question. Oh shit.
What?
Question.
I'm like, what's the panic? I'm like, did the recording stop? Like, why are we?
I'm in
panicking?
like suspense, and then it's just.
I had the question, but then
It's
not
like-
sober Percy number 6. took
It's like-
over.
We
Oh,
just
God, I'm
never
getting-
answered my question from earlier of like the definitively best.
Oh
thing
yeah,
ever
we
said.
got off
Oh,
topic.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's like-
I don't think we should answer that. I think we should just keep that
You know-
a vague question.
My life is a lot. Oh wait, never mind. We're good, guys. We're
Okay, so sober Percy numbers or not sober Percy number 6. Finally remembered. Have you guys ever shot a deer in 1991?
good. No.
No, but I would have loved to.
If you could, like, how many points do you think it would have? Like,
On the
My
antlers?
guess is 11.
11 sounds right.
I was thinking more like 117.
Wow. Do you think somebody has that as their username?
I don't know.
The best way to
I think
check
they would
is
have
check
to
the 4
Love
million.
Legos to do
It's
that.
pretty popular
Doesn't-
though. I mean, I think somebody could probably.
Doesn't sound right. 117. That just sounds like a mouthful.
Yeah.
Like 117. That
Yeah,
looks
that
better.
sounds a little bit
That
better.
sounds a lot better.
That's true.
You know, I know a guy that has a username that has that. His name's Lego Lover. 117. What a dick that guy.
Hey,
Ah.
credit to the man.
What a
Credit
prick.
to the man.
What a prick.
Imagine, okay, but here's another one. Imagine restricting your channel to only Wooden Railway.
Yeah, who does that anymore?
I
Wooden
was
Railway?
9.
You
You
gotta,
know Thomas
you
is
gotta-
tying brand, right?
you gotta branch out in terms of content. You know.
Yeah, I mean, dude, let me hear you out. Video games, that's where it's at these days. The kids, they want the video games.
You know where it's at these days? Drugs.
Yeah! We're gonna start a drug party, everybody.
I mean, that's why my name for you on Skype was Trackmaster Railway Never for the longest time.
Oh, we have a hat recently.
Yeah,
That reminds me of how I
the guy in
changed.
the bed's moving around.
That
Did you
reminds
see
me how I
Sweet Justin?
changed. How Roman's name has always been consistent because he kept freaking
Okay.
changing it to the stupidest things that I had to just change his name to Roman. It's
Why
been
did-
that way for years.
Why did you ruin? Like we were doing so well, and then you brought up that man. I don't know if I can even say his name. Like he
The
just
amount of
he is despicable.
hatred coming from this chair that's very close to me right now. Like the hatred and
We're not close.
Vile.
We're definitely 6 feet apart. Okay. I don't want to hear any comments about. Oh my gosh, they recorded this episode not 6 feet apart. No, we did. We all have separate microphones. We're not just talking into a MacBook right now. Okay.
MacBook Pro. But yeah, you're right. We're not.
We're not.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like Roman. Like,
It's actually an iMac.
Like I'll be honest. Like who likes Roman?
yeah, we're in a movie theater. It's like an IMAX screen, and we're all just a certain amount of chairs from each other, and we're just recording the podcast while watching porn. I don't know.
You know, we usually don't have this chance with the podcast because it's usually Matt and I just trashing on them. But like, what are your thoughts about President Roberto? Like, do you think he should get a second term, or should we? Like...
You know, I think Roberto has done a very great job with this community. I think, you know, like, despite all the drama in the fandom, like, the TWR community has been sticking together pretty well. I think he runs things very good around. I think he needs to really start moving his fucking shows to Friday instead of Monday so I can watch the damn thing.
Okay.
But I am very happy with how he's running things, and anyone who says otherwise is a hater. I think he's going to do way better than Roman ever would.
You obviously haven't been in the community much lately. Garrett.
You know, being a TWRC senator, you know, you see stuff that you don't normally see on the Twitter and such. I just called it the Twitter.
The Twitter.
That's
Twitter.
how
You sound like an old person.
Exactly.
You're on the Twitter, sweetheart.
Exactly. I sound like actual United States senator because they're all over the age of 65. Yeah, it's he's done fine, I would say.
Fine. That's pretty good.
There just hasn't been much in terms of legislation. You know, he said that he would sign a bill to lock Roman up immediately if the Senate put it on his desk. Well, guess what? The Senate put it on his desk. He hasn't done anything with it yet. It's literally just been sitting there. I saw mold growing on it the other day.
The amount of times that's very unsanitary, especially in this post-COVID world.
You know,
it's
sitting there
it's
like
very unsanitary. And how does mold even grow on paper? I
don't
no
know,
idea.
especially in that period of time. And you got to ask yourself, like, all these, you know, campaigns making all these promises, and yet it's just gone unfulfilled. Like, are people just gonna forget? And like, we cannot let this happen again. Roberto needs to make sure this happens immediately, and send in the squad to get Roman out of there, because
I can admit I voted for the man, but I can criticize him where I feel like he has done wrong.
You know, I there's one other guest co-host who has not spoken about President Roberto, and that is Ro. So Ro, what do you think about President Roberto?
Well, Roberto's my boy, but I voted third party.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Who was your third party vote?
I actually wrote in Jack Calloway because I just want to watch the world burn.
Okay.
I actually was hoping to vote for Jack Huddleston, was who I was hoping to.
Well, unfortunately, you endorsed Mr. Robot 2002, and some call that robot Mr. MPS 2002. Unfortunately, we did not know at the time that was actually a robot and not my co-host.
Oh, that's why his policies were so great at the time. He was going to bring some into this community.
See, that's when I knew you were. Well, I knew you were wrong for a long time, Multi. But that's kind of like the cherry on top of why you were wrong. You know,
bitch.
I really, you know, it's just really tempting to just yank this hair right next to me.
Well,
you know.
Because if you guys didn't know, person number 6's hair is long.
It's really long. He looks like,
long.
when I first saw this thing, I was saying that he looks like he should be in the Eagles. Because, like, he looks like one of those 1970s bands.
You know, I'll take that as a compliment.
You should. It's meant as a compliment.
I think Ro would too, right?
You know, we're just taking it easy with our lion eyes.
Take it easy.
Ro, I have to ask you a very important question this
You got
podcast.
it.
And actually, I think it's going to be the best question yet here. Forget the stupid wooden railway stuff. Do blondes have more fun?
From my experience of being a fake blonde, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you only have fun when you check into the Hotel California.
I thought you were about to be like, you only have fun when you watch Percy's Ever Present Past episode.
Because, like, for me, it's
I
only
don't do it
fun
enough.
as a blonde when I take it to the limit.
I hate it.
Now I'm running out of songs.
I hate
Gosh,
it.
no one-
I hate it when mom and dad lop references that I don't get.
Well, actually, after we're done with this, we're gonna go out on the old 55, and
I just hope this doesn't lead to a divorce, because I just want them to please come home for Christmas.
Are you gonna get your kicks on Route 66?
I might.
Please do so.
Wow.
Get your kicks.
I just heard a train horn.
66.
Yeah, there's train tracks like 50 miles that way.
Guys, we filled our train quota. Good job, everyone.
I'm not gonna
So
say
when
that.
did you guys start
not
drinking
touching
beer?
that thing.
To save sober Percy number 6, you should not drink if you are under age 21, because legally in the United States you cannot.
It's
So with
also,
that said-
it's also
Here's
bad.
another piece of advice for you. While that piece of advice is good, please never listen to any advice on this podcast because that is probably one of the worst decisions you can make in your life.
I don't
just
know.
saying.
Like, you come on here once a year, and you think you run the place, Mr. MultiGreenThunder, but unfortunately, you do not.
That was dramatic. I mean, you
guys
all,
missed the big shove I gave him.
you all didn't see it because you're not here, but it was like very, very intense for a solid 2 seconds.
They saw it.
Yeah, like
They saw
we
it.
had that intense stare down from Batman v Superman going on right there for a minute.
Okay, see, here's another problem, right? Matt, my co-host, loves movies. I do not. So why are you referencing movies in the one episode?
Yeah.
Matt's not?
Oh, by the
I'm
way,
not a
how about the
rapper,
time
so
I
stop
got this guy?
rapping at me.
So okay, so this stupid idiot didn't even see Star Wars ever. So what I did.
Well, let's pause that for a second, Mr. MultiGreenThunder. If you live the Star Wars, why do you need to watch the Star Wars?
He
I'm
thinks
just
he
gonna throw
was in
that out
Star
there.
Wars, but I think it was one of his drunk occasions. I think he actually just saw a really hairy guy one day, was drunk, and thought it was Chewbacca, and just went from there. But
How would he know who Chewbacca is if he's never seen Star Wars?
he's
Holy
seen
shit.
Family Guy. That's how.
I just blew all of your.
What if you never watched the Star Wars Family Guys episodes like me?
You're missing out.
Never seen him.
I mean, if you don't know the Star Wars, are you missing out?
I think I
If
know.
a tree,
You kind of
if
are.
a tree,
I think I know what we're doing later tonight.
Okay, well, we could, yes. technically we could.
I'm not sober enough for that.
See, the goal of these meetups, and mean it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I fucking mean it.
The goal of these meetups is and eventually watch Family Guy together. Absolutely.
Once we do that, guys, I think this will really be our landmark episode.
Okay, wow. Have you not watched the last few episodes? Because like we retired that. I can't even.
I
say the
assume
word.
that phrase was dead, but I thought we'd have a little nice throwback here.
Okay, I'm glad you
If
thought
you
that.
relive the glory days before they jumped the shark.
This is not Thursday. You cannot throw things back if it's not Thursday. That is against state law.
Mhm.
And
And
sir,
that's
I'm
actually-
gonna have to arrest you after this episode is over.
Finally, I've been waiting years to see.
It was
this guy
actually,
arrested.
for a while there, it was Saturday before it became Sunday.
But then
It
again,
was-
if I put a bill on President Roberto's desk to get you arrested
Yeah.
and locked up as
Th-
well, he's gonna take forever to find
Exactly,
find
guys. This
anything.
is why.
So guess what? My hands are tied.
Yeah, and that's the thing here. It's like I can come in and say whatever I want because I know President Roberto ain't gonna do anything about it. So, and I quit this channel so they don't have any power in me.
Okay,
He's not my boss
You're
anymore.
talking about the president of the TWRC, and I don't like the way you're talking about him because I don't know if I want to admit this.
Well, have you
but
know-
I did vote for him.
I'll have you know, Roberto's actually a good friend of mine. He's a great guy. Great guy.
Okay.
You play golf with him on Tuesdays?
Yes, I do. Every
For some
Tuesday.
reason, I'm not
Really?
believing
Because
that.
I actually do, and I never saw you there once.
You guys
Who
golf?
do you think he plays on the other golf course located
I'm
right
gonna go
across
to the
the street
bathroom.
next to Denny's?
There is no other golf course over there.
The one next to Denny's.
That's-
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Oh, that
so-
explains a
so-
lot. That explains the.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
That explains a whole new meaning to Slippy Saturday and then
Oh.
Sunday. Let's see. Let's go through the week. We got Manic Monday,
Tantalizing Tuesday.
Tantalizing Tuesday,
Wet Wednesday.
Why Wednesday?
Why Wednesday?
I like Wet Wednesday.
Thirsty Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday, Friday, Slippy Saturday, and Somewhat Sunday. And that's your Rose week.
Those are your days of the week.
Congratulations. We come on the podcast and we give you the whole week of. Next time we're going to make a calendar for it too, for a theme for every month. So tune in for that episode.
You think this is going to affect my running for Senate in the next couple of years? They're going to throw this back at me like, remember the time he wasn't sober? Like,
Is it going to be like one of those black and white videos like, do you remember what Garrett said at this time about...
Let's be
all
real,
I did was point out it was just... They took the rest of it out
Let's
of
be
context.
absolutely
It's
real.
just playing the
30
Henry.
people-
It's like showing you in a really mean manner. It's playing Henry's sad theme, like that one Trump
Exactly.
ad that kind of played it.
Well,
Oh no, you
yes.
spilled the beer.
I mean, I didn't, but
Oh
the fact you guys didn't stop the podcast when I was gone, I'm proud of you.
Oh no,
No.
we kept it very wholesome, right? We talked
Yeah.
about also.
Yeah,
we
100
talked about our favorite Thomas Swinton Railway items. Like, I love the spiteful
okay,
right
you don't need to
fan.
lie to me because I heard what you were saying.
Oh, you
But-
heard about Slippy Saturday and Somewhat
Uh-huh.
Sunday?
So,
Whoops.
Yikes!
Thanks.
so if my co-host was here right
Can't
now,
get that on the other shows on community radio. Just saying.
if my co-host was here, the majority of us would have long hair. So my question is, why do you two not have long hair?
Have you seen my hair? It's long. It's not like your long length, but it's pretty long compared to most guys.
I feel like it's not long. The only way you can say it's long is if you need to use a ponytail to do stuff, and you do not.
That's like
You do not.
it's like a small
You
dick
do.
person going like, "Hey man, 4 inches is the national average. I'm average." Like, well,
Like
Well,
this is
Good
as
for them.
close as a compliment as I can give to Roman's TWR Empire, but he does need to use a ponytail.
yeah, he could also.
Did you just
donate that hair to
compliment Roman?
science.
Well, don't
Okay, this guy really is
Okay,
drunk right now.
don't take it that way.
He could also
Please.
donate his hair to science, but guess what? He hates sick children.
Okay.
Wow, we're getting a
No.
great political campaign against
Wow.
him. I think we should kick him out of this show. I think we got ourselves a job opening.
To answer your question about long hair, this is the longest it's been in a long time. It's also falling out, so.
Well,
Oh, damn.
My father, great person. Got my
love
name
him,
after
love him.
Love
Great
him.
Love
guy.
him. Love him. Great guy.
Lost his hair, I'm sure by my age, but he embraced it. He still has hair.
I'm not. I'm
bald.
saving it.
So
So,
maybe you need a wig. Maybe you need a toupee.
Well, every time I listen to the
Maybe
classic,
I need hair regrowth treatment because
Yes.
my doctor has prescribed that.
yes, after every time
It's
I
true.
listen to the classic rock channel, it's advertising two things: stuff that brings back your hair and don't shave it, and
Manscaped.
no, not that
Viagra?
Viagra, exactly. It's erectional
Well, I mean,
dysfunction stuff.
You think about guys like Stone Cold Steve Austin or Dwayne the Rock Johnson, like they are rocking the bald hair.
I think we were talking about rock.
Well, like Dwayne the Rock Johnson, he's a famous celebrity, and Stone Cold Steve Austin's famous for to me, but I think a few people know of him outside of the world of World Wrestling Entertainment.
He
But
was in one of the Expendables movies.
yeah, that sounds right. And
I think it was one.
so I like to
Hey, you guys know any bald beasts like that?
Vin Diesel.
Oh,
Yeah, but he's not. He's not a good actor.
but he's still a bald beast.
Who else?
Tom
Goldberg.
Hardy.
Yeah, but he was. In,
Goldberg.
yeah, but he was in Bloodshot.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy's not bald.
King Neptune.
Oh, I'm
First
just thinking of him
SpongeBob
as
movie.
Bane.
I mean, let's not forget, when you're dead, it doesn't matter how much hair you have on your head,
That's very true.
'cause it's gone.
Yeah,
I do have hair on my head.
The
I
most
will admit that.
uplifting podcast, everybody.
just like your life. It's gone.
That's true. Life.
It's fleeting.
There's a good chance that someday people will be listening to this podcast and none of us are alive.
It's very true.
It's
That's
true.
very rare. I don't think a lot of people listen to this podcast.
Yeah,
No,
I
no.
think we're getting our
They're gonna
hopes
be-
up on that.
They're gonna be looking. It's gonna be after humanity dies out, looking for a time relic. And what's the Blue Midwest Mysteries? Nah, we'll pass on that one. We'll pass on that.
I think of that, like a different alien species comes across this exact podcast, and they go, "Man, we didn't miss anything."
Yeah,
with the humans.
We
missed
should have left this
absolutely
part of the
nothing.
island alone.
I was thinking they would listen to us and be like, "This is peak humanity."
They probably like,
So-
"Man, I can go for beer right now."
They would be like, man, I would love to meet that drunk Percy number 6. Sober Percy number 6. He sounds like a buzzkill.
Oh man, we're at 29 minutes. We should end this.
Oh yeah.
we should
And
just
And
cut
this-
it off.
First number
And
6, you go
this-
for beer.
Well, okay. See, here's the problem. We're almost about 1:30 in the morning. I know I'm dating this podcast,
Already.
but
Here, you go for beer.
Oh wait, you said dating? Okay, it must be 1:30 talking. By the way, I don't have any alcohol in my system, but I'd like to point out how when you said dating this podcast, I was thinking completely the wrong thing here. Like he's taking it to a candlelit dinner with this podcast or something.
man, this is 20-something episode. We're past the dating phase.
We're-
Yeah, you're not actually definitely to the next base by now.
My point
You're pretty much
is-
engaged at this point.
My point is, we are about 30 minutes. 30 minutes is a nice ceiling for this podcast, I
I'd
think.
say so.
So we're at 30 minutes in this podcast,
You want to go like?
I have more alcohol than I would like not alcohol. I have more mind-changing device in me than I would like at this time.
I thought you were gonna say that more alcohol than I'd like, and I was about to call bullshit.
I have more Eagles references that you would like.
But as Eddie Money would say, I have 2 tickets to paradise.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
You know who we also lost? The guy who did The Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Yes, I wish I
Oh,
remember
that
his
guy.
name.
He was awesome.
He
Okay.
went down to Georgia
Well,
looking for a
copyright.
soul to steal.
We didn't get that one episode taken down, thankfully. We did something right.
Okay, so like, if people wanted to watch you guys outside of this channel, or like, wow, we really enjoyed the past 30 minutes listening to these guest
literally
hosts.
People
just
wanna
trying to
Where
watch
can
us.
we watch them?
People want to watch us after this?
From left to right.
All right. So my Thomas Shell's MultiGreenThunder, but I'm not gonna have a lot of videos going up on that. But if you want to watch some content on a more consistent basis from me, check out Nolan Space Thunder. It's a pop culture variety channel. It's better. It's good. I check it out.
You can actually see him featured on my channel a lot more than his own channel.
That is true with everybody's channel, especially this jackass over
I was
here.
gonna say, yeah, most people you can see multi on other people's channel more than his own, but yeah, That being said, so we got multi check. Okay, now
He's been in like the last 3-4 vlogs I've posted.
Yes.
That sounds right, yeah.
Basically, by that last vlog, I think you were doing, I was starting to hijack your vlog. It was becoming my vlog.
All right, my second co-host. Where can we find you?
I said my name at the beginning of the show, but I'm Lego Lover 117. You can find me on YouTube. I post pretty consistently Mondays and Thursdays. Thursdays are more like just random videos, whatever I want to do. I do a lot of vlogs and stuff. Mondays are my regular series, home media reviews. I just slurred that really bad. And then I'm also on Twitter if you want to follow me for controversial opinions and stuff. I will make you cry.
Thank you.
If you're an average Thomas fan, follow his Twitter. You're in for a great experience.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
you're in for a great experience.
Usually, because everyone just loves his Twitter a lot. It's very great.
I
Happy
definitely
community.
don't get drunk on New Year's and tweet something that people get mad about.
Hey, it happens to us. And our final co-host, the most reoccurring co-host.
Ro, you can call me on my shell phone or on my radio, dial 13. Code word, Santa's got a brand new bag.
I've never seen it, but kind of like your style. I could so see you as a radio host. Like, you do really good. You do like that late night voice, like.
That's why he's on Blue Moon with
In fact,
so much.
I think
literally late night.
You should probably do our
night
outro
show.
for this.
It's true.
Do like one of those cool things with
It's
the jazzy music.
It's the late night special.
It
That
is.
should be this episode's title.
Did you guys know I got cut
Nah,
from my...
We got
it's
a few
Blue Mid.
options.
Guys,
Will
guys.
it be that I am
It's-
sober enough?
It's Blue Midwest.
find out.
We'll find out.
Sober
Blue-
person number 6 will answer.
It's Blue Midwest Mysteries at night.
On that note,
We're not using that one.
thank you all for watching. We will not be using that title. Thank you. I agree. That's probably the bottom tier. That's like a Roman title, so we know we're not going to use that. So thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed my co-host. And for my usual co-host, Mr. MPS, this is Percy number 6. Thank you all for watching or listening. Bye.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Don't drink and drive.
I think they listen since this is an audio show, so yeah.
That's true.